Lovely.
Hey, Ewan's George Hardy from Troll 2. Mark, you're the best. You guys are watching Troll 2 and Best Western Maybe You Understand. And you know what, Troll 2, it's never going to go away, huh? It's going to ripen like a bottle of red wine on the shelf. So
Yes, it is, George. For 166 episodes, we have been Parapod.
George Hardy in the house. Our special guest this week.
Especially we'll just keep playing that clip.
So, George, what do you think of Troll 2? George,
that.
we love you. We love you. God bless you.
It is a new year. Same podcast, though.
Yeah.
I need to.
Yes.
And we're here for episode 166 of the Parapod with your boys, myself, Owen, and you, sir.
Mark, we're back.
I should introduce myself as that.
Owen. I you know, when I ordered that,
You knew.
I knew, I was like, I should have put like brackets like OW.
I was about to say, I love when like Americans or like people from North America have to like read my name. They're just like, or not even like, they don't have to be North American, like literally any country. It's like, I don't know how to pronounce this.
Remember buying the phones in that the mall in Vancouver,
Yeah.
and your mom was like, Eoin,
Ewan.
Aaron, Mark,
Niall.
Niall, yeah. He was just taking the piss. You got
Raquel.
You got everyone. Mary's. You got everyone's name wrong. It's so funny. It's like it's not even we don't have exotic names or anything like that.
Oh,
It
no.
was just that was so funny. But thank you, George.
I need to give the context as well of like how I was shown this, which was on New Year's. We're having a little party, and Mark just sends me a text message, which is a link, and I didn't see it, and he just comes up to me an hour later, and he's like, "Do you see my text message?" And I can say I lost my shit. I was freaking the fuck
Yeah,
out.
it was great. It was great. Had to be done. I had to get in touch with George. Just kind of
Friend of the
express.
podcast now.
Friend of the podcast. I told him about how, you know, our respect for Troll 2. And, you know, his work on best worst movie. It was number 1 last year.
Did you tell him that?
Yeah, I told him all that. Yeah. Oh, well, we were chatting, and he was just like, no, it's good to hear, and all, and like then he was happy to send on a quick message to the well, not even the birthday boy. It was the guy who was hosting the New Year's Eve party, and of course the co-host of the Parapod. So he was happy to interact, and yeah, so he was saying he might, you know, if we could set up some kind of you know, adjust the time zones in the future if the stars align, he might be able to come onto the podcast and maybe review a few movies alongside us, because he is doing a new movie soon.
Is he?
He was mentioned to me. Yeah, he's doing I can't remember the name of the project.
Is this a bit? Are you fucking serious?
No, yeah. he did. He didn't tell me. I saw it in one of his other videos.
I read between the lines, and I
Yeah,
know.
I read between. I was like, George, I know what you're talking about. I get what you're putting down. But he has a new movie coming out, which we won't promote because he didn't give us a long enough video. But no, yeah, God bless George, and God bless Troll 2, the Troll 2 fandom.
What a king.
We're in a
What
new
an
year.
absolute king.
It's now time to forget all about Troll 2 and all that bollocks we did last year.
Way past that. I'm over it.
We've outgrown that.
We're all about Scanner Darkly, Richard Linklater's 2004?
2006.
2006.
It's bizarrely late.
It is really
bizarrely late, yeah.
2006. An undercover cop in a not too distant future becomes involved with a dangerous new drug and begins to lose his identity as a result.
Damn.
That was a shockingly easy
Yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
synopsis for like what is quite a weird movie.
Very weird movie. PKD.
PKD written, yes, indeed. And Keanu, Winona,
Woody.
and
Rob.
Robert Downey Jr.
RJ.
Or Jay. I was like, what do people call him? RDG people?
RDJ.
RDJ?
Yeah.
RDJ. I
RDJ.
feel like that's like, that could be something.
He could be a president.
I don't know what. Oh,
he
yeah.
He could be the next president.
Robert Downey.
Iron Man.
Iron Man is president.
Alright, Robert Downey Jr. is the United States president.
I know that we're like, this is a joke, but like realistically, that is like well
That's-
within the realm of possibilities.
That's a plausible timeline. and then he actually does Iron Man 1 in real life.
He gets captured.
Yeah, and he kills other people, and then he'd build an Iron Man suit, and then
he
they
just
go around.
nukes the world.
And he just starts nuking people. And stuff.
Man.
Yeah,
Can't wait for the future.
can't wait, man. We get a Captain America. There's a civil war about it.
I was RDJs. I can't remember what it was. I had something there.
RDJ.
There was something there, but I can't remember what it was.
He's a powerful man these days.
John Cena's last match happened. Have you seen about this? Happened like last month.
Really?
John Cena's last wrestling match.
Ah, I thought he retired already.
No, this was his retirement year.
Ah, okay.
And he retired. The man who never gave up, Mark.
Yeah.
He gave up. Tapped out.
Damn, that's a sign of the times,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. It's like, all your heroes are
Why should
dead.
I bother going on? Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
The man who can't give up just gave up.
Yeah.
That should be a headline. Man who
never gives up gave up. If there's not a way to sum up 2025, the man who never gives up gave up, and so should you.
Yeah, that's bleak, isn't it? Well, maybe he's going into politics. You know, The Rock is frequently touted as one of the possible next candidates for a presidential election. You know.
Well, I mean, like
It could be Cena and Rock have a rivalry.
one last match.
Who would be which? Democrats. I feel like The Rock is actually a low key Republican.
I think he's like he purposely doesn't talk about his politics. Apparently,
he's like a Schwarzenegger kind of character.
Yeah. But really, Schwarzenegger's like a pretty he ran as a Republican, but he was like a cool Republican.
He was a Romney Republican.
Yeah. He was like it's like
he was like, I'm down with bombing Middle Easterners, but don't go killing gay people.
Yeah, it's like that's what I'm
That's
here
like
for.
okay, fair enough. That's the best we can ask for. But yeah, I feel like definitely
They're definitely both Republican though, which also
is John Cena. I feel like John Cena
Cena's-
is actually low key kind of a Jesse Ventura Democrat.
Oh no. No.
Okay, well then forget about John Cena. We need Jesse Ventura in the White House.
John Cena is like his whole career was
Racist.
no, not being racist, but like his whole career was being like was doing whatever was told of him from higher ups.
Okay, so he's disciplined. There's nothing wrong with that.
He's a good soldier.
He's a good soldier.
So
yeah.
he will like 100% like Republican. Yeah, I would imagine he's kind of like Vince McMahon has all these allegations, but
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, to be fair, didn't he have the whole thing where he was like trying to get in with the Chinese Communist Party for some reason, or he was like apologizing to them for like
yeah.
and speaking Chinese and all? He could world peace.
Well, peace right there.
He could beat the new Reagan.
What is it he said? I can't remember what is it? The meme.
I don't even know what he's like speaking
Oh,
Chinese.
Shini, what is something like that?
Yeah,
he says.
something like that. Yeah.
Being chilly.
Being chilly.
That's what it was. Yeah, no, I think it's like if you look at like a list of like wrestlers, it's probably best not to look at their politics.
Yeah.
Like that like Roman Reigns, like after Trump was, even after Trump was doing all this bad shit, he's just like, he's my president though.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
"Ugh."
But to be fair, that's their colleague up there.
Well, I mean, Triple H
That's their bro.
is in the White House. Like he's
Is
he's like leading
Minister for Wrestling.
He's like running a campaign with some other guy that is for like children's health in schools or something like that.
All right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But it's like you're minister for health. Let's just say it's not minister for health, but let's just say you're minister for
Your
minister-
advisor's true.
and is renowned steroid user Triple H, and the other guy I think has had a heart attack from doing coke or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. I could be completely wrong there, but something is.
To be fair, isn't there Minister for Health at RFK? He was like also on roids.
Whatever.
And
What
coke.
did he say? He's like, I'm going to war against fat gay kids. Not the kids themselves, but the things that are making them fat and gay. What?
What the hell? What a world we live in.
Ugh.
What a world.
It's
It is a wrestling world, you know, but
it
it's
really
real.
is.
Wrestling is real.
Yeah, wrestling is real.
That's the problem.
Yeah, like wrestling is more real than anything else that goes on in the world.
Yeah.
We live in a hellscape. I deleted TikTok this year and everything. Like, I'm done.
Did you delete it? Yeah.
I'm done.
You
I
gone?
went on my Instagram Reels. I went into the settings that was like no political content. I
No
don't wanna
political
I don't want
content.
to see nothing.
Yeah, just tapping out.
Just done.
Just I sympathize with you.
I can't
deeply.
help, so therefore I will not be informed.
I will turn a blind eye. Honestly, is that the best policy? Probably, yeah.
Listen, if you look back at
Probably
the
is.
2000s, I think that's like what the 2000s was built on, turning a blind eye. So I think that's what we should
Yeah,
stop.
just look away. Someone else will fix it. Someone else is going to fix it in about 25 years. And then things might be better.
Just look away. That is, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Ah, but like that is literally the only hope is someone else will eventually come along and fix things up. So yeah.
Yeah, eventually.
But yeah. So how's the start to New Year been?
It's actually been all right.
Yeah,
All things considered, I
Happy days.
finished a book.
What'd you finish? What were you reading?
The Name of the Rose.
Oh,
Do
very
you know what
good.
this book is?
Name of the Rose, no.
Let's go for a little book. Let's have a little book talk here.
Oh.
Not TikTok books, but like
Yeah.
talking about books. Name of the. I keep kind of in the Name of the Rose, but it's just the Name of the Rose. It's a movie as well. Sean Connery's in it. It's about these two monks that rock up to a monastery, and shock horror, there's a murder, or is it a suicide, or is it a murder-suicide, and all these monks start showing up dead.
Oh.
And like that's what the movie is. And my dad was like, when you're done reading that, I'd love to read it. And I said to him, like, have you seen the movie? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay, the book, I haven't seen the movie, but I guarantee you that this book is not like the movie, because this is like 500 pages, and every like 50 pages is another 50 pages that is about theology and debates about theology and philosophy and all these things. And some of it is really interesting, and some of it I don't care about at all.
Yeah,
But it is one of the best books I've ever read.
yeah. Oh, really? Who wrote it?
Umberto Eco.
Oh, yeah.
I've never read any of his other books.
I've heard of him. I've never
Yeah.
read his stuff, yeah.
There's this one bit where they're talking about this that books are in conversation with each other. That a book isn't just a book. A book can be about its subject, and then oftentimes be about another book, which the Name of the Rose is about a murder mystery kind of thing involving a book. So it's a book about a book, and has all these like references to like Sherlock and all these theological debates and Aristotle and whatever. But then so books are in conversation with each other, so therefore there's a library in it that's a labyrinth, and it describes the labyrinth as a living, breathing thing then, because it's all these ideas that are in conversation with each other. So that is really, well, that's a very postmodern, interesting way of thinking about things.
Yeah.
That like libraries are living organisms.
Yeah, like a book you read now
Mm-hmm.
be a different book maybe in 10 years.
Yeah, completely different book. Yeah.
Interesting.
From like also your understanding of from reading other books or whatever like that, or
Yeah.
just your life in general.
And how the culture moves on and
Yeah.
stuff like that develops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's a book
interesting
about, like,
thought.
meaning, like,
Mm.
and then like censorship and authoritarianism and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a really good book. It's 500 pages, and I tried to read it before, and I got 150 pages in, and I closed that shit, and I never went back to it until like late December. Started reading it again and finished it last night. I was like, whew, that was a good read. And to go back to some sci-fi sludge. That's what I'm about now.
Yeah, well, that's where we all go back.
It's about balance. I read two. I read Pinchin, and then I read that, and then I'm like, right, I'm gonna go back to Red Rising, this sci-fi series I'm reading.
Yeah. Are you still? How many are in that one?
There's 6, and there's a 7th one I think coming out this year.
Uh-huh.
So I'm on the 4th book, and it's with Pierce Brown. They really jumped up in size. Where like this one, I think like all the rest of them are like 300, 350, 450 maybe at a push. This one 600 on the dot. I'm like, I just read a 500-page book, and I got to read this.
Yeah, I hate when they make it longer for like kind of no reason.
Yeah.
As the series goes on.
But like I think
Never
the one
liked
after
that.
that is like 750 pages. I'm like,
That's too far. That's too far, really.
yeah.
I don't think I've read a book that long. Since I was a wee lad, like, you know.
Yeah, I feel like I used to be
I used
a
to,
big reader. But
I used to like not be intimidated by stuff like that. Now it's like this book is more than 350 pages. That's a cut off. I'm not even going to consider. Not that I would read it anyway. I'm not going to even consider buying it.
I think as well, like, because oftentimes what I'll do is I'll read. Let's just say I read like 25 pages a day is kind of the goal. Like I want to try and read 25 pages a day. So then if I pick up a 500-page book, I'm like, that's 20 days. That's 20 days.
20
of reading.
days.
That's 20 days.
That's not bad.
Which, and oftentimes I won't read on the weekend because I'm doing stuff. So realistically, that's a month.
1 month.
That's 1 month of reading
For 500 pages.
for 500
I
pages.
think that's a good return.
I think it is, but
That's a good return.
Like,
But it's just about the consistency. It's like if I'm sitting down reading,
Yeah.
usually I do more than 25. But like the average, if you can stick the average is 25, because I'll read a lot in one day, and then I'll just like leave a book for like a week or two,
yeah,
and I
you
come
gotta
back and I'm kind of lost, and it takes ages that way to actually read. Like it could take 2 months to read
Yeah.
like a 300-page book.
See, I read on lunches.
Ah,
I at lunch, I go out to my car, I eat my lunch for
Mhm.
15 minutes while watching something on YouTube. Normally, a Wrestle Talk news video. So I learn get a little bit of news about the wrestling world.
the news. See what's going on in the,
In the wrestling world,
the wrestling world.
not actual news, wrestling news.
Yeah, we can't go wrong.
And then, because they upload that normally about 1 o'clock, so 15 minutes, thank you, sir.
Yeah,
And then I read for the remaining 45.
very good. That's solid. That's a great ritual routine to have.
It like makes my brain happy. It's just-
Mm.
I was like, there we go. And then I'll read when I like just before bed. Then
Yeah, that's good. Twice in a day, two different instances. Like that's a good. I'm jealous of that structure because I feel like I've come to the realization of I don't really have New Year's resolutions, but I've realized that my life is extremely like as in day to day during the week, my work and stuff like that. What I do after work, it's very unstructured. I don't have a lot of structure. You know, if I'm going on lunch, I'll go on lunch at different times, different days, and do different things. But usually not much, you know. And then
yeah,
I'll like finish work at different. I'll start work at different times, finish work at different times, and then other days I'll just pack it all into one and do loads. But then I'll
Yeah.
be burnt out. It's like the balance. It's just, but it's all about discipline, and structure, and having that.
you routine.
Yeah, having that routine that you know your brain is just rewarding itself, with, well, not rewarding. It's just the discipline of being able to be like, okay, this is when I do this, or like this is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
logical next step for me to do. I
See-
need to do this before I can do this.
Like I do think that's important, but my like at some stage, what my brain starts to do is if I then deviate from that, I actually start to feel very anxious. So like
if you deviate from the routine.
if I deviate from
go
the
off
routine, I
script.
start to like slightly feel anxious and like devaluing myself. But I'd be
Yeah.
like, so if like say for example, if I don't bring a lunch in with me and I have to go buy lunch, that's cutting into the time for reading. So therefore I I start to see less of myself, be like, you didn't read those 25 pages today,
But that's
you're a worse person because of that.
But I think that's a good thing to have in the back of your head, though, because that's discipline, isn't it? That's how it works.
Yeah.
It's like keeping you on track. Because like if I was in that situation, I was trying to start, like let's say tomorrow or like whenever I'm like next in the office, it's like I want to sit down, I want to read 30 pages or whatever, 20 pages on my break. I'll need to bring in my lunch and do all this different stuff. But then say someone comes over to my desk and starts talking to me for like 20 minutes. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I can't go on lunch. By the time I get out to the shop now, I won't have enough time to get back and kind of like shift mode into a place where I can read properly. And I'll be like, that's fine. I'll just like not do it.
Yeah.
And then I just forget about it and just won't do it ever again.
Yeah. It's just a habit. But
Shaming yourself.
yeah, shame. Let me tell you, shame's a
does have
powerful tool.
its-
It's-
yeah.
At times, but like I'm also like maybe I shouldn't value myself off reading, you know, or doing. I shouldn't value myself as a person doing those things, you know. It's not-
True.
Probably not a healthy way of doing that.
Yeah. This means you have high standards.
Yeah, or like you know, vague autism or ADHD.
Yeah. Well, who knows?
Who knows?
Who doesn't?
That is true.
Who among
like,
us
the
doesn't?
older you get, you're like, man, everyone's autistic.
Yeah. There's like everybody. So ever see old people just like start describing how autistic they are? It's just like, you know, or like whatever, or just like they start talking about it. It's like, oh, I don't like to do it that. Okay.
I remember seeing this like this photo and it's like Trump saying like, oh, there are no old people that are like autistic. Like point to an old person that's autistic, and the next photo underneath was David Byrne from Talking Heads.
Yeah.
And it's like, there you go.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. But no, that's a good system you have.
Oh yeah.
I'm jealous.
Speaking about anxiety and feeling anxious and like devaluing yourself, I saw Beau is Afraid.
Oh,
The Ari Aster, Joaquin Phoenix, 3-hour introspective, Oedipus, anxiety-ridden, 3-hour, and I'm gonna say it again, 3-hour.
yeah.
Epic.
It sounds like a laugh and a half.
It actually is a really funny movie.
Is it funny?
It is
That's
actually
good.
funny. So yeah, Beau is Afraid. I never heard anyone actually describe what this movie was. I'd either heard that like people either liked it or hated it, and I never heard what the movie was actually about, or why people liked it or why people hate it. So I'm gonna do that. Beau is Afraid is about Beau, and he is a very, very anxious man. So anxious to the point where it's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? If something's like over the top and mental and weird, absurd is that the word I'm looking for? What's another word for absurd?
Ridiculous.
Not ridiculous. Like
Surreal.
it's surreal. That's the word I'm looking for.
Surreal, yeah.
It's like his anxiety gets at the point of surreality.
Yeah.
Of the surreal. Is that yeah? I don't know. How would you describe that? Surreal. It's not surreal.
Surreality.
Surreality. Sure. Like so he lives in an apartment, and this is the first. Like, this is basically the start of the movie. So we'll talk about the start of the movie, then maybe work it afterwards. But he's lying in bed, and there's like he lives on like this kind of rundown downtown street, and it's just constant like screaming and roaring and like gunshots going in the background, and his neighbor comes around and slides a piece of paper underneath his door, and he picks up the piece of paper, and again Beau is just trying to fall asleep. He is dead quiet. He's the quietest thing that is in this movie. And the note says, "Can you please turn down your music?" So Beau just ignores it and goes back to bed. Then he gets another piece of paper, and the guy's like, "Seriously, can you please turn down your fucking music?" And Beau just goes back to bed. And then the guy, another note, looks at the note. "All right then, be that way." And the guy blares music next door, and Beau can't fall asleep. And when he wakes up, he realizes that he is late for his flight to go see his mom, and he has to ring his mom. And his mom is like, "Beau, did this actually happen, or are you just trying to, ignore me and like run away from me?"
This movie sounds awful. It sounds like a nightmare.
It is.
It sounds like a nightmare.
He at one stage he has to run across the road and get a glass of water, and it is the most anxiety-ridden thing I have ever seen in my life. It is so painful, but it is like it is to the point. It is like the absurdity is to the point where it's funny.
Yeah,
It is a dark comedy. There's a guy. There's a serial killer in this movie called Naked Birthday Boy Stab Man or something like that. And he's just a naked man that runs around stabbing people.
Yeah.
And he catches Beau on stage.
Oh.
There's a character called Jeeves, and he is like a shell shocked. I think. It feels like he's meant to be like Vietnam, but like this movie is set now, so I guess it's like Iraq or Afghanistan. But I think they say he was in the jungle when they found him, so whatever. He's like a shell shocked like vet who's in his 40s, and he's in his house with Nathan Fillion and his wife. Do you know Nathan Fillion?
Yeah, from
The Birdcage, and he's in Modern Family, I think.
Yeah, he's in a few things.
Yeah. He's a surgeon that like takes in Beau because Beau gets injured, and Jeeves is this very large man that just stares daggers at Beau all the time. He's just like pissed to see him at every stage, and then at a point things escalate within the house. Beau has to leave, and they send Jeeves after him, and Jeeves goes straight like back in Nam mode after him, tracking him down. Jeeves is a bad dude. So the whole film is basically Beau misses a flight, doesn't get to see his mom, wakes up the next day, gets a phone call, his mom is dead. and it is about him trying to get home for the funeral.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a very like, I'm not gonna say introspective into the character of Bo as opposed to Ari Aster.
Mm-hmm.
Ari Aster is such a weird man.
Yeah.
Like Hereditary, like I've seen all of his movies at this stage, and like each one, like his like once he moved away from horror, oh, like this movie is so weird. This movie's got like really weird anxieties within it. And then Eddington was also this like kind of politically strange movie, but Ari Aster is a very, very strange man with some weird ideas, and like having him see like he got 3 hour like, well, it feels like you can a budget to do whatever you want,
Yeah.
and he makes this.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a bold choice.
Very like
Bold.
You make two of the best horror films of the 21st century,
Yeah.
and then your follow-up movie is a 3 hour anxiety-ridden like Joaquin Phoenix vehicle.
Yeah, like what even are what categories do Beau is Afraid and Eddington fall into?
Eddington
Dramas.
definitely like drama.
Yeah.
Eddington is like a drama.
Yeah.
Like there's a point where things get weird, but like not.
It's not absurd, or it's
It's
not
not
surreal.
absurd.
Yeah.
It's not absurd. It's like things just escalate really rapidly. Beau is Afraid is like almost like not
Dark comedy?
not a dark comedy, but like not Lynchian, but like kind of Lynchian
Yeah.
at certain points.
Mm.
And the ending is very metaphorical and very psychological in what it's depicting, and like it's just like there's I won't say you like. This is like a slight spoiler, but like not a major spoiler. He eventually has a conversation with his mom
Mm-hmm.
at the end of this movie. Who is she alive? Is she dead? Doesn't matter. He has a conversation with her, and he throughout the film keeps having this dream where there's another boy that looks like him, that he's in the bath and his mom's like get into the bath to the other boy, and the other boy doesn't want to go into the bath, so she takes the other boy and puts him up into the attic.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, Beau, that's your brother. You know, if you're Beau, they'll do the same thing to you.
Mm.
I don't like reading into the movie. I don't think that that's what it is. I don't think it's really obvious that's not what it is. What I think that what that is his mom taking the part of Beau when he was younger that could rebel against her and putting him into the attic and
Into
locking
the
it away
Metaphorical
into
attic.
the metaphorical attic,
Yeah.
along with where Beau's dad is, and Beau's dad. I told you something about it, but I didn't tell you what it actually is.
Oh.
I do think it is worth either Googling if you wanted to see a big shock. I don't think it would be on YouTube, but it could be on YouTube. It's worth just a reveal as to what that thing is.
Wait,
Um,
what is it?
I'm not going to spoil it.
Okay. Don't spoil it.
I won't spoil it because that reveal, I was like, what am I watching? But anyway, so like the whole movie turns into it turns into like a very anxious boy with very severe mommy issues.
Uh-huh.
And the guilt of that, the guilt of not being there for her. Like at the start of the movie, he has a therapist, and the therapist's like, "Do you ever wish that your mom was dead?"
Mm.
And he's like, "No, obviously not." And he's like, the therapist's like, "It's okay if you do. Like, we can have conflicting feelings at the same time."
Mm-hmm.
That's what this movie is. This movie is, Beau wants his mom to be dead, but also feels really guilty about having that feeling, and that's yeah.
Yeah, that's a mad movie to make after Midsummer.
yeah.
Very strange. It does sound interesting.
It is, and it's like there's a middle portion where there's like a play that plays out for ages.
Can you skip that part?
You can, but I wouldn't bother because it is visually, it is so like gorgeous. It like
Yeah.
completely like this movie's like shot normal, and then it's turns into like it's still. I don't even know how to describe it. It looks like it's like 2D canvases, and Joaquin Phoenix is walking around like almost in 2D, and it's just gorgeous looking. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how you make something look like that. And there's camera movements in this movie where it looks like a video game with how the camera moves. It's really weird. Yeah. I really like this movie. I thought it was really good. It is very long. It feels like it's 3 hours.
Yeah.
But it's enjoyable. It kind of loses itself in the end, but it's still good.
Yeah, it sounds very interesting. I was the same. I never heard any description of what it was actually about.
No.
And And I'd only ever heard people really didn't like it or really liked it. There's one guy I knew that really liked it, pretty much.
I think
and
if
that was
people
it.
don't like this movie, they're weak.
They're weak.
I actually think they're weak.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'll watch that. Watch with that in mind.
Yeah.
So I have to like this movie.
You watch this movie, I'm like Jeeves staring into the back of the head.
But yeah, I do want to watch it. Sounds cool.
It's only deterrent, I think, is its length, because it's like this is getting to the point of like self-indulgence now. Like this doesn't have to actually be this long.
Yeah, yeah. I
Um,
feel like I have to watch it on a big screen as well, like a big TV.
yeah,
Is that
yeah,
is that accurate?
yeah.
Because I have a
accurate.
shit TV in my room, which I don't think I'd bother watching any 3-hour movie on. But yeah, I'll probably wait till I have a big TV and then stick it on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
wait
cool.
What have you been watching, Mark?
I watched The Impossible. Ever watched The Impossible?
I actually haven't, but it's a movie that when it came out, everyone had seen it at the time.
Yeah, yeah. It was one of those movies that feels like they don't make them anymore. Really.
Yeah,
It's
like
like-
disaster hope movies.
Yeah, it's like a disaster movie about family and hope and stuff like that. I think people just stopped being interested in them. But like, there were quite a few of them. I think in the 2000s and kind of the early 2010s. I actually could be completely making that up because I can't think of any others. But
But I feel
I
like
feel like
I
there- that
feel
was
like
a
there
thing,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, The Impossible. Because I remember when it came out, I was like, it was getting nominated for loads of Oscars, and I remember like, oh, it must be good because usually those movies don't really get nominated for those kinds of things. But yeah, it's like it's about the 2004 tsunami that hit. Was it the Indian Ocean? It hit like Thailand and Sri Lanka and all the boys in Sumatra, everyone over there. And yeah, has Tom Holland when he was like 12 years old. Naomi Watts, Hugh McGregor, they're all in it. And it's basically it's a family in a resort in Thailand, and they're just kind of caught off guard, as everyone else was, by a massive, like the biggest tsunami in 100 years, one of the biggest tsunamis ever recorded.
Yeah. Scary.
Just hits. It's just like, ooh. And it was following on from the theme that I've been kind of pulling on for like the past few months, water-based horror movies. So like, but this movie isn't scary at all because like there is a scary point in the first like 5 minutes. The tsunami happens,
Yeah.
and then it's like holy shit. But then the rest of the movie is very much a drama, and it is scary because it's like kind of like a post-apocalyptic kind of thing.
Yes, it's like this is the aftermath of like
Yeah, like
of the unpredictable
yeah,
of the earth. Just be like, nah, I'm done with this.
yeah, it's like something that definitely could happen like at any given moment.
Yeah.
Like for any real reason, like you could be on holiday somewhere and just like a massive, like for no reason at all, you could just get like wiped away by the biggest tsunami in 100 years, and you wouldn't know where your family are. You wouldn't be able to contact anyone. All the phone lines would be down. You wouldn't know where to go. You might be injured or whatever.
That's the one thing I always hear about this movie is the leg.
The leg does look sore.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the thing I always hear about this movie.
Yeah, because Naomi Watts gets, because like the thing, like when you get hit by tsunami, like with water, like if you survive like the first kind of, it's not even the water that kills you, like the initial impact. It's all the stuff that's in the water that'll
Yeah.
kill you. She gets her legs snagged on something, and it just like fucks her up. It starts getting affected because it's all like dirty water, and that's the thing with those. Like it's not even like whoa, you got like. Got hit by the tsunami and then blew up against like a shattered building or whatever. It's like, oh no, you got hit by the tsunami, survived for a few hours, then found that you were injured, it got infected, and then you died of sepsis like a day later or whatever. It's like, that's grim. That's grim. Not that the other way of dying is any better, but like it's an interesting movie. It's kind of yeah, it's hopeful though. It's hopeful.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland's
As a
in
wee
it.
baba.
It's based on a true story. It's about the true story. It's a Spanish family, but they weren't white enough, so they had to be changed to an English family.
For us to be able to
So-
relate.
Because Harry's supposed to relate to someone with a name like Maria or Pedro.
I tell you, in America, they definitely would not like.
No, they wouldn't know what to do. They'd be like, I don't even know what he's saying. But it's good. It's a good movie. It's like that kind of stuff is horrifying in a different way, especially as we get into the, as your climate change, all those things, those kind of unpredictable, like system based events, like geological events or like climate events, like tsunamis or like plagues and stuff like that. Things that you can't predict. And it would affect like huge masses of people. Like 200,000 people died
That's mad.
in the tsunami.
Like,
Like that's an insane number of
Yeah.
people. 200,000 people died within a few days. Most of them died within like kind of an hour or two of each other. That's an insane number of
Yeah.
people. But
that
yeah,
is like that is an incomprehensible amount of
Yeah,
people.
incomprehensible amount of people. Like even
Like
just,
you have never been somewhere where there's been 200,000 people all collected at once.
yeah. Yeah, sure. I was sitting in the Aviva at the weekend. I was like, it's like about 35,000 people there.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, it's like everybody here.
nearly
Just-
10 times that.
Just thinking about the scale. I wasn't thinking about the tsunami, but it's like the scale of people. It's insane amount. But like, you know, as you get into the 21st century, you're gonna get more of like, well, not more, but like, yeah, as time goes on, because of the way the Earth's kind of changed. You know, I think the assumption is those things are gonna happen more often and more gonna be more unpredictable
Yeah.
because
and
the
more
actual-
deadly because of
more deadly because we're all concentrated in cities. And in cities, we're all reliant on technology that be wiped out for a few days afterwards. Just stuff like that, which is terrifying in a different, like a longer term, slow burning way. That
It's kind
You
of
know?
weird though. That like I feel like you know that we watch Threads, and Threads is super about like
Yeah.
nuclear warfare, like the damage afterwards.
mm,
Why haven't we had anything like literally anything to the scale of that, or like not even to the scale of that, but like something that's like that about climate change or ecological collapse like that?
Oh yeah, don't look up. Kind of about it, wasn't it?
That was about
A meteor, but it's the same as
Yeah, it was a meteor.
it was
Yeah,
like a metaphor.
yeah, it was a
for-
metaphor. Like, oh, this thing's coming. It's like,
Yeah, I feel like that could be something, but because it's like I think making the connection between like whatever. Okay, the there's too much sunlight getting trapped, and that's heating up the ocean, which is killing off the corals, which is killing off like the fish and like the plankton, and so the whales all die, the fishes die off, and because of that, like the levels of gas in the oceans is also rising, and this creates like, I don't know, a storm that then wipes out like whatever, like a mega storm or like a tsunami or something like that, like
Yeah.
like a Katrina type event. It's hard to tie that back. I think that's the issue people run into, or like public officials run into, and scientists as well. It's like it's very hard to draw that make that direct connection, even though it's like logical when you think about it. But it's difficult to make that connection in like a, you know, like a snapshot, like a single sentence.
like I would, like make a 2 hour long film where the first 15 minutes is showing that is showing like this gas building up, but like the same way that like there's the timer going down at the start of Threads. Just do that, but like it's going up with, you know, gas is rising and then showing it here and showing there, and then eventually it's like, okay, 0, and then some massive global event, or you know, in an area, a massive event within that area. And then the next like hour and a half is just people suffering with that. And you don't have to
Yeah.
mention the fact that I don't have to do with that. You just show
you
that,
see the chain of events.
yeah, you just see the chain of events, and like then you're gonna follow this family and all the horrible things that's gonna happen to them.
Yeah. That would be cool, but I think like that's kind of like an interesting idea. Is that like these major events? It's like maybe there'll be a world war, like a nuclear war, or whatever, next 100 years as well. But like those are like cinematic events as well.
Yeah,
'Cause you can-
they're
it's
too
like
spectacular.
You can think about it as like you have footage of a nuclear bomb going off, and you have footage of like world wars and stuff like that, and an idea of the scope of them. But it's like climate change is a geological timescale, where you know you might like there might be a tsunami, whatever here. Like there's tsunamis that hit Europe before as well. There might be a tsunami in Europe in 150 years, and it might get linked back to, or whatever, or like the some kind of chain reaction off that might be like, oh, this happened because the planet has changed in this way because of what happened beginning in the beginning of the
Yeah.
20th century. No one did anything about it, but like that's such a large timescale. It's not a very cinematic. It's not something you can capture one image, and when everyone's attention span's already kind of like fairly short anyway,
Yeah,
compressed
yeah.
by.
I guess it's kind of like, you know, the bit in Oppenheimer where he uses like, I'm after
Yeah,
setting off a chain of events that I can't stop.
yeah. Like he can't even see. But he just has an idea. Is like this is going to lead somewhere.
Yeah,
Like it's just the logic of it is going to lead somewhere very, very bad.
yeah,
But like it's similar with climate change. You know,
yeah.
in that way, it's like we don't know what's going to happen, but it's probably going to be really,
Yeah,
really
the
bad.
first domino has been hit. Like,
Yeah.
well,
yeah.
we're not even at the first domino. Well, a couple of dominoes have already fallen. Like,
Yeah.
um,
So it's interesting, and this movie had nothing to do with climate change really, but did it?
who knows?
Maybe it did.
Maybe it did. Maybe
But
it did.
but it was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it, and Tom Holland is very good in it. Naomi Watts, as always,
Love Naomi Watts.
as always,
Love Naomi Watts in anything.
she's great.
She is great.
She's brilliant. But yeah, so that's just something I watched.
I'll tell you what's not great, Mark.
What's not great?
The Stranger Things finale.
Ooh.
Oh, it was not good. This whole season, not very good. It picked up in the I think that we only talked about volume 1 or the first part of Stranger Things, and I was like, I'm enjoying it, but like there's some parts that are like not very good. Like the dialogue is really bad. That only compounded and got worse with the second volume.
Was volume 1 that was where it's all movie length episodes?
No, so volume 1 ended with Will like unlocking special powers. Basically, I think that's where because it came out after Christmas. Volume 2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, and then Volume 2 came out, and that was the one with Will's coming out scene and all this stuff, and it was fucking terrible.
Was it bad?
Oh, that second part was dog ass. It was so bad. So bad to the point where people are like, nah, the ending, that final episode, that 2-hour long episode, it's gonna fix everything. No, not at all. Anything to do with like Vecna or anything like that was dog shit this season. So bad. It's too many characters. No one died, and they really seem to defeat the bad guy like pretty easily. And the big bad that they revealed, being like, oh my, no, Vecna is actually working for the Mind Flayer, which is this thing that was introduced in season 3. He was the bad guy in season 3. They brought him back. He's now bigger, and him and Vecna are like working together. Okay, that's like a really shit reveal. That's the first half. That's the first hour then of that episode. Of the last episode, had to do with Vecna, and it was not good. But then the last half, which was the second hour, had to do with wrapping up all these different characters, stories and plot lines or whatever. And some people just did not get an ending at all. They just completely ignored. Like there's this one guy that was major part of this season. He's like the guy that drove the bus or the van or whatever. As soon as they stopped with Vecna, they did not talk about him at all. They just no idea what happened to him after Vecna. I guess he just disintegrated. He stopped existing. The main cast all got their endings, and some of them are completely make no sense. Like Hopper faked his own death, killed so many American soldiers and army men, and then by the end, don't worry, Hopper, you're back being chief of police. And we're so totally just gonna let all of you go after everything you've seen and done. And like they blew up the Upside Down.
Is the Stranger Things bad guy? Is he like an American military experiment or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah. And what is he upside down? Some kind of
It was revealed this season that the Upside Down isn't another dimension, but a wormhole to another dimension.
Oh right, so it's an in between.
It's the in between part, and so they blow it up to like just because outside of the in between there's like a wall around the in between or the Upside Down even, and outside of this is nothingness, complete the void. So they literally like blow it up and destroy the wall, so then everything's just evaporated into nothingness. People have pointed out though that there was a facility of lots of pregnant women being experimented on to try and recreate Vecna again, and those women were not shown to be evacuated or anything like that.
They're just blown up.
So they got blown up and thrown into the void.
Oh well.
Well.
But at least everybody survived.
Everyone
that had a
survived.
line.
Everyone that mattered survived. But right, so it ends. I'm not gonna lie, Mark. I watched that. So the ending was that Mike and Lucas and Dustin and Max, they're all sitting down and they're playing one last D&D campaign. And by the end of the D&D campaign, Mike, who's the DM, explains like, you know, Max and Lucas's characters, they're gonna go off and do this. Will's gonna do this. Dustin's gonna do this. And Elle, who like sacrificed herself to save everyone. Maybe she didn't actually sacrifice herself. Maybe she's also still alive because of reasons that they explain within the show. And Elle actually isn't dead, and
Mm.
everyone has a happy ending. You're like, okay, whatever, that's nice, cool. But then everyone goes upstairs, and Mike is going up the stairs, and his younger sister rushes past him down the stairs, and then her friends all take over the Dungeons and Dragons set, and then they start to play. And Mike is watching them from the stairs, and it's like, this passing of this torch, this, the younger generation moving on or whatever like that.
Mm.
And as a show that was and I'm not joking, this, I started talking about this with Melissa in the car, and I had, like, earlier on, this is literally a week after the season finale and everything like that, I started thinking about this. And I started thinking about it in work, and I was listening to one of the songs called Kids in the soundtrack, and I had to go to the toilet because I started crying. And I was telling Melissa about this, and I started crying again, and I feel like it's going to happen again now. I know it's going to happen. This show, which was a nostalgia hit, which was like peak, like 80s nostalgia, and like, calling back to like this when things were better era, itself is now 10 years old. And the idea that everyone has grown up and everyone is moving on, but there will be the younger people that will come up, and it's now their time. It's their time to tell their stories and to experience, what their lives.
Yeah.
And the fact that this show is 10 years old and it itself is now nostalgic. It's in this, like, 10 years. I started thinking about where I was 10 years ago. We were doing our Leaving Cert 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That's how
a weird
old
one.
this show is.
That is weird,
And
actually.
I could remember where I was watching season 1, where I was watching season 2, where I was watching season 3. Season 3, I watched with Rachel in Vancouver. Like, I could remember all this stuff. I was like, oh my God, I'm so old. Just started thinking about all these things. So, like, the ending, like, afterwards, it's like, whatever about the ending. But then when I started thinking about it, just made me reflect on the show as a whole. I started crying twice thinking about that. It also made me think, like, was the show this bad? Like, was the show always like this? And I went back and I've watched season 1. Season 1 is so good. Season 1 still holds up. And I know the last episode, you were saying, I haven't seen Stranger Things, probably won't bother. And I said, nah, don't bother. Just watch season 1. Season 1 is really, really good. And well worth your time. So yeah, Stranger Things. It had a dog shit ending that still somehow made Owen cry.
It still works. That's a key. That's a KPI, but that's what they call in the business.
Oh,
that's
man.
a KPI.
They fucking knocked it apart
That's
for Q4.
Yeah, that's a key performance indicator. If you can get, if it can get a reaction out of you, then that's or get you thinking about stuff.
Yeah,
it's an interesting point that it's now nostalgia, like content itself. It's double back.
that's how long it's been going.
Because that's how it started.
Which is like part of the problem with the show is that
It's gone on too long.
It went on for too long. It took too long to make. But its ending benefited because of that. Then in the end, where like the older kids, their whole thing when they're wrapping up their stories is that they're all moving to other places, and they won't get to see each other because they're all going somewhere else. So they have to schedule once a month that they'll go to this one place to meet up and hang out, which is so fucking real. Like you don't just get to hang out with your friends every day. You have to schedule when you're going to see your mates when you're older.
It's so annoying. Yeah, that's real. That's
it's real. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know the mythos or whatever, or like the lore of Stranger Things, but like anytime I hear
Dog
about
shit.
it,
You don't even know.
yeah, it just sounds really boring, and it just sounds like it just sounds uninteresting. But like the general idea of it, like, and the look, the aesthetic of the show looks cool. I always wanted to get into it, I just never did, never watched it. But yeah, it's good that they at least resolved that kind of, or even didn't resolve it. At least that kind of element of it is tied up.
Yeah.
And a nice little bow, like that part of it, like that kind of. That's why people watch the show, basically.
And I don't
the nostalgia factor, or like because it's it's appealing to that sense that people have. They weren't watching it for.
You have to move on.
Yeah. People weren't watching it for like Vecna and all that, all that stuff.
And I went when I went back and watched season 1. Oh my God, the actors were fucking babies. It's insane how young they are.
Yeah.
And they're all really good. But I'm like, this is crazy seeing how young they are. Like in my head, I was like, they're like, they're like 13, they're like 10, 11,
Yeah.
and they look younger than that. I feel like they look 8 or 9, and now they're like adults, like they're full grown 20-year-olds with Botox in their face, and that makes them not be able to act as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. No, it sounds like that's a positive review. It sounds like
Yeah, but like
overall.
it ended up being positive because it made me reflect on the show. But like, I'm telling you what, that season's dog,
Yeah.
so bad. But that literal, like, I'm not joking when I say the last 15 seconds made it for him. That's it. That's all I needed.
Yeah. No, that sounds good. That's a positive.
It is positive.
That's a positive.
And it's like, you know what?
They just have to make sure they don't go back and then do like there'll be a reunion or something in like 5 years.
There's already a spin-off. There's like
A spin-off?
It hasn't been
That's-
released yet, but it's like it's kind of like Stranger Things, Tales from the 80s or something like that.
Fuck off.
Something like that.
Tales from the 80s. Yeah.
Oh yeah, something fucking stupid like that.
I'll throw that on, will I?
Tales from the
Tales
80s.
from the 80s. There's like a lot of 25-year-olds. Man, remember the 80s?
The whole point of the fucking final 15 seconds is like, you need to move on.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah.
keep living in nostalgia. Spin off. Tales from the 80s.
Yeah. I was rewatching a few X-Files episodes recently, and that'd be like my nostalgia.
Yeah.
I watched that when I was a lot younger, and rewatching some of the classic episodes, and that was kind of it was a similar thing as well. It kind of resolved to that. It was the same thing where like the mythos, the actual story, the X-Files that would be common through the seasons wasn't interesting
Yeah.
at all. It was interesting the first 3 or 4 seasons, and then it went on way too long, and they're clearly
It's like
delaying
15
it.
seasons or something, isn't there?
There's like there's literally 14 or 15 seasons, but you'd stay for like you'd watch the show for the aesthetics and kind of its whole like its approach
Yeah.
and the kind of the spooky factor. A lot it's an aesthetic piece and a genre piece, same as Stranger Things kind of.
It's also from a time where like they don't make, like, production wise, don't make shows like that. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't get 22 episode seasons that go on for 15 seasons anymore. Like you don't get shows
Yeah.
like that anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And even like I feel like Stranger Things is quite cinematic as well, especially in the earlier seasons from what I
Yeah.
saw.
Oh yeah.
Whereas you wouldn't get that. You wouldn't get that in a lot of shows anyway that are kind of a lot of the sci-fi shows that would come on wouldn't be of that up to that scratch. It was the same with X-Files as well. Like it's kind of cinematic quality to it, but it had the same kind of idea. It was like, Mulder's like just obsessed with aliens, and it's all about it's like his nostalgia because it's rooted in the fact that his sister was abducted by aliens when he was younger, and the whole thing is he kind of has to let it go eventually. And they wrapped it up so well, pretty much like the season after the movie, which came out in 1999 or 98, but they kept going for another 5 seasons, and then they rebooted it in, I think they rebooted it once, and I think they rebooted it again with the same crowd, and now they're rebooting it with a new cast altogether. But like that's like the evil side of nostalgia, and those is like you have to be a Mulder, or you have to be
You gotta move on.
the dungeon master and just fucking let it go,
Yeah.
and like just let it rest for a bit,
Yeah.
and find something else. Let someone else do something else,
Let new
rather than
ideas
just
flourish.
rather than just come back and fucking kicking the same dead horse over and over again. Because I was watching the X-Files, and then I was just like looking it up, and it was just this article about there's a new reboot coming out. It's Ryan Coogler's doing it, like, which is a
That's
good.
promising.
Yeah, but it's like, I think like the Twilight Zone as well. I liked that when I was younger. That'd be on.
I never watched the Twilight Zone, and I never watched the like Jordan Peele produced one either.
Yeah, the Jordan Peele one is rubbish.
Is it? Yeah.
It's rubbish.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's just like Jordan Peele, Ryan Coogler. They're both great directors.
Yeah.
They're both great creators, whatever. But like, I think they're just kind of like hands-off showrunners that are signing off on the project. And even if they were involved, like they're wasting their time working on stuff like that. Like that's like they have original ideas, which
Yeah.
they've proven are very good already. Why are they wasting their time going
Why don't
back
we go
to
something
old
else? Yeah.
old IP? And it's just nah, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
And it just I was like, oh no, it hit me. It was
Yeah.
like, don't go back and do that again.
Don't-
it didn't
yeah,
work.
yeah, it's
We already
needless.
did it. It didn't
Yeah.
work.
It's
know?
I was listening to a podcast where someone pointed out that they were watching Back to the Future. And Back to the Future is like the only like major property
That has never been.
that hasn't been touched.
Yeah, yeah.
That and like Jaws. Like I'm surprised we haven't got a new Jaws movie.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Like Jaws obviously one kept going. Like but like Back to the Future, 3 movies, and that is basically it.
That was that.
They had like a TV show in the like an animated TV show like the 90s and that. But like really, it is those 3 movies, and then that is it. And those 3 movies are like it's a perfect trilogy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Like even the last one isn't good, but you still watch it to
Yeah.
complete the trilogy. 'Cause
Those first 2 are great. Like,
first 2 are great. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now we gotta let things go, man.
yeah, you gotta move on.
We're gonna move on.
You-
We're getting old.
You've got to fucking move on. You gotta let go of your dreams or dream bigger. Marty Supreme. I saw that as well.
Oh shit.
I'm not gonna. I don't wanna go into this too much because you haven't seen it yet. But it's not really a movie that you can spoil. But it is definitely the third. I'm gonna say it's the best movie because it came out like what?
It's the best movie last year.
No, it's not the best movie last year because I personally preferred Bring Her Back. Did I enjoy One Battle After Another more? That's a toss-up.
Whoa.
That's a toss-up between these 2 movies.
That's big.
Probably One Battle After Another just because I was like, I'm in absolute awe as to how this movie is moving with the pace that it's moving at.
Yeah.
But Marty Supreme, oh my god, it is so good. Perfect soundtrack. What's his name? Timothy Chalamet. Chalamet? That's what he said. That's how Adam Sandler said it that one time. Timothy Chalamet is so good. Apparently Ethan Hawke is amazing in whatever like biopic bullshit movie he's in. No offense, Ethan Hawke, love you so much, and your daughter's pretty good
Love you,
in
bro.
Stranger Things. Regardless, Timothy Chalamet deserves that Oscar. He is so good in this movie. It is insane how good he is. I have never hated a character more, but wanted them to succeed so much. And not even succeed, just like he goes through. He puts so other people through so much shite. He like gets a dog nearly killed. He like robs someone. His best friend ruins his life. He has his like. I'm gonna say his girlfriend, not his girlfriend, but Odessa Axion, I think that's how to pronounce her name. Gets this woman pregnant at the start of the movie and treats her like fucking shit throughout the entire movie. Saying like, can't possibly be my kid, even though he's like, my pull-out game's too good, it can't be my kid. Treats her like shit, like almost gets her killed. Like Tyler the Creator ruins his life, like ruins everyone's lives in this movie, and like himself gets himself like incredibly embarrassed at one scene. But by that end, I was like, Marty, I need you to win this fucking ping pong game. Even though like he's being told like you have to lose this or else you don't get to go home, but he's like, I need to prove that I'm the best.
Yeah.
That drive to prove that you're the best. Oh, so good.
It's the same kind of idea as Good Time and Uncle James
I
in
found
terms of
like
pacing and stuff.
yeah, but I found it like
Main
not.
character being a scumbag.
Yeah. Oh Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those Safdies are great. We're just like we're just gonna make a scumbag character, who's an absolute piece of shit. Good Time. I feel like his character was like a kind of swindler, like wanting to get ahead of people, and not really giving a shit about people, but giving a lot of a shit about his brother. Uncle James gambling and like just chasing that high of succeeding. Like Marty Supreme is literally, I have a dream that I have to achieve, and I do not care I don't care who I have to step on or what I have to do to make that dream become a reality, to prove that I am who I believe myself to be.
Inspiring.
It is inspiring, but like, what a piece of shit.
Yeah, you didn't need to do all that stuff, Timmy.
What a piece of shit. But it's great. It's 2.5 hours, and it like mostly rips by. There's a bit in the middle. I'm like,
It's getting a bit fatty in here.
I'm feeling the fat, but
Yeah.
then it's just like the ending is edge of your seat stuff. Like proper. I have never wanted a character to achieve so badly before while hating them so much.
Yeah.
It was great. It's such a good movie.
Happy days. I might go see it.
Beautiful looking, so well acted, great writing, very good movie. Just
Did Safdie write it? Did he?
yeah,
He
I
wrote it.
think Ben Safdie and Josh Safdie. I thought there was the other way around. I thought the brothers were the other way around. Ben Safdie is the guy that's in Good Time, and I thought he
Mm.
was the one that directed this. He is not. This is Josh Safdie. Ben
Ah.
Safdie directed Smashing Machine with The Rock, which I haven't seen yet.
Ah, yes.
But
Yeah.
I've heard it is okay.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen that movie yet. But
Uh-huh.
Josh Safdie's got the sauce. Holy moly.
He's got the sauce.
He
He
has
is
got the sauce.
The saucy brother. From what we know,
From what we can tell from the filmography, he's got the sauce.
I'll have to
Um,
give it a look.
Yeah, it is incredibly good. Like, just, phew.
Because it won
Um,
the Golden Globe as well, didn't it? I think.
I don't know.
Last night before.
I don't pay attention to them. All I know is that
I don't really.
Jesse Buckley won. That's all I know.
Jesse Buckley won. Did she?
Yes.
For Hamnet.
For Hamlet, which I really want to go see.
I kind of want to go see. I'm interested to go see it, but like I feel like I kind of already. I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna be same.
I'm in the mood for seeing like a slow, sad, historical drama
Yeah.
that's really like beautifully acted and gorgeous to look at.
Mm.
That's kind of what I want. I'm in the mood
You're
for
in
that.
the mood for that? Fair enough.
I might do a double bill of that and then go see the Bone Temple, which came out today.
Oh yeah. Oh, I
So-
have to see that. Yeah. I will go see that this weekend.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see that this weekend as well. I think.
So yeah, where are you gonna go see it?
I don't know. Probably cool. Like, it doesn't really. It doesn't. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
it's shot on an iPhone, I think. Again, is it?
Yeah. It's not like you have to watch it in IMAX. I'm gonna go Cineworld though. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I saw this clip of what's his name? The guy that's in it, and he's in Sinners,
who in Bone Temple?
in Bone Temple. What's his name? He's the vampire in Sinners. as
Oh,
well.
O'Connell, something Daniel O'Connell. It's not Daniel O'Connell.
Jack.
Jack O'Connell.
Yeah, Jack O'Connell. He is being he was being told that he has nearly been shot in like every format that you can shoot a movie. He's been shot in IMAX, VistaVision, iPhone, blah 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 blah. There's like one of them that he hasn't been shot in.
Mm.
I don't know what format that is, but there's like maybe it is IMAX. He's been shot in IMAX. Maybe I'm wrong with that. But there's one that he hasn't been shot on, and he literally goes, "That's interesting." He's like, "I'm gonna ignore that." I think whatever format Paul Thomas Anderson always shoots at,
Yeah.
that's like the one that he needs to be shot in.
Oh right.
To
Yeah.
have been shot in like every format that modern films are shot in.
Mm. Yeah, he's good. He's a very good actor.
Very good actor.
Very good actor. So I'm excited for that movie. I probably realistically won't see Hamlet. But yeah, I'm sure it's
Fair.
good. I'm sure it's good.
Before we go on break, just very quickly, I saw the preview to the Odyssey. The new Christopher Nolan one.
Extended preview.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that looks really good.
looks good,
That
doesn't it?
looks really good.
Yeah, I think it looks good as well. Like,
I saw Avatar 3. I have nothing to say about that movie.
oh, you saw it really?
Yeah. The only thing I have to say about Avatar 3 is that the first 10 minutes were in green and purple. And I was like, this is a really weird aesthetic choice. And then they stopped the movie, played it again.
Oh yeah.
And then then the 3D was working and everything. I was like, oh, great, cool. Then they fast forward past where we were, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm completely lost. I have no idea what's going on. And then they played the movie again. So I saw the first 10 minutes 5 or 3 fucking times.
And it's a 3.5 hour long movie.
Yeah.
That's sickening. I do want to see it, but I'm not expecting to be blown away.
Avatar 3.
Yeah.
It's a kind of more of the same,
Yeah. Mhm.
but like, oh, there's the villain. The villain's so good.
Film's very good. Is it not just Quarry again or whatever his name is?
It is, but he has like this really.
He's more evil.
No, there's a really hot Avatar lady.
Oh yeah,
who's
the one with the
fire.
feathers in her head.
Oh man,
Yeah. Una Chaplin.
sweet Jesus.
Sweet Jesus,
He
Mary and Joseph.
There's a scene where I'm like, it should be me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'd forgotten that was out. Oh, I have to see that
I
actually.
feel like so did everyone.
Yeah. Well, if it was not a big movie,
I
not do
don't
very well at the box office. Anyway, I'll bring my dad's here or something.
It's a perfect dad movie.
It's a dad movie, yeah. I can bring Orla.
Right, we go for a quick break.
Yes.
And now on to our recommended movie. I was gonna say recommended episode. I was like, no. And,
Every episode is a
and
recommended
then
episode.
podcast was about to come out as well. I was like, what the hell?
Recommended podcast of the week.
What do we talk about on this podcast? A Scanner Darkly, Richard Linklater, 2006. everything is not going to be okay. And
Is that-
that's the little.
Is that the tagline?
That's
Is
little. That's the little letterbox taglines.
it? Oh,
But
is
we
it?
should start doing that. It's because sometimes they don't. Sometimes like that has got nothing to do with it.
yeah.
An undercover cop in a not too distant future becomes involved with a dangerous new drug and begins to lose his identity as a result.
Oh.
What did you think about this movie, Mark?
Well, to be honest, I found the animation distracting. I found it distracting. I thought it was a bit weird. Overall, I did enjoy the movie because it comes together nicely at the end. At the beginning, it's very, very, it's abstract and it's kind of confusing, complex, but like,
It's kind of rambly as well. There's certain scenes like, oh,
it's just kind of rambling on, yeah. But isn't that like kind of how, like
yes,
Philip?
like-
I love Philip K. Dick. He's great. And his books are great. I've never read A Scanner Darkly,
no.
but I've
I
read.
think I've only ever read Android's Dream of Electric Sheep.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only one I've ever read.
Yeah, and he has loads that have been adapted. Like Valis is not,
Minority-
Valis has actually never been adapted, but that's kind of, I think it's in the same vein. Ubik as well,
Minority Report.
Minority Report, Adjustment Bureau, the movie with Matt Damon that came out in 2010. That's based on short. He has loads of short stories as well that've all been adapted. But yeah, he was the original Paro fucking sci-fi writer. Like, he was extremely paranoid.
The OG skits.
Yeah, he was skits as fuck, and that's where he got all his ideas because he was extremely paranoid and like fucked up, and he did loads of drugs when he shouldn't have
Addiction
been,
issues.
and he had addiction issues, and he thought he was in communication with God at one point, and he had like psychotic breakdown, multiple breakdowns, I'm pretty sure, and then he dies very randomly in the mid 70s when he's like 50ish. So he had a tragic life, and he wrote this massive manifesto as well when he was like dying, which I've never even. It's like 700 pages long. It's just complete. From what I've heard, it's just complete nonsense.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
But anyway, that's kind of how his stories, especially in like that era, because apparently when when Linklater was looking at making this movie, it's Richard Linklater movie, he was considering doing Ubik, but he thought Ubik would be too it's too complicated to do, which I thought was kind of strange because like I thought Ubik was fairly accessible when I did read it, because it's kind of like advertising, you know. It's kind
Yeah.
of it's just about advertising and you know how that influences people's minds and stuff like that. It's fairly kind of straightforward. I thought, at least the general idea, but like maybe this is just a very faithful adaptation, and it feels like it is a faithful adaptation of A Scanner Darkly, which Linklater thought was a bit more straightforward to take on, and that's why he chose to adapt it. But he also chose to adapt it in animation form. For
Rotoscoping.
rotoscoping, yeah, which is like, I'm not sure why he did that.
What's your opinion on rotoscoping?
Well, like I was researching beforehand, and like that's how like a lot of the great animation was done back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just traced over they film people and they trace over.
I've only
The
ever,
image.
Yeah, I've only ever seen. There's a Lord of the Rings adaptation that's rotoscoped.
Yeah, yeah.
I've watched that. Rotoscoping just like inherently looks hideous, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I feel like with the older classic cartoons, it looks really cool. You know, like Snow White and stuff like that.
Mm.
Like it looks really cool when it's just full animation. But this A Scanner Darkly isn't. Like it's billed as like an animation movie, but like it doesn't really look animated. Like it looks like it's CGI. It looks like a weird mix of like Polar Express and animation.
Oh yeah.
You know, it doesn't really like. But like anytime or anything I've read that Linklater talks, you know, I haven't read a lot now about why he chose to animation, but he just thought it's like he was like they never make any animated movies for
Adults.
yeah. Which is, but like this is, I wouldn't say this is an animated movie. Like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't go
like-
to this. I wouldn't be put off going to this movie because it's animated. I'd be put off because it looks really weird.
It does look really
It does look really strange.
weird. I think that like the point like rotoscoping inherently looks really off-putting, and a lot of time looks really uncanny. Like some of the especially like Woody Harrelson looks so strange in this movie.
I think he looks pretty accurate.
He does look accurate. Like Robert Downey Jr. looks very accurate.
Yeah.
Like Keanu Reeves, Winona Ryder, they all look very accurate. But they look kind of uncanny in a lot of ways. So I think that like that the use of rotoscoping works really well for a movie that's about paranoia and about losing your identity, because the literal I don't know what that came up with. I got a new dog, everyone. Her name is Mabel. She's here with us at the moment. Let's see if she'll sniff. Mabel. No, she's looking skits.
She's looking skits.
Oh, she's biting. She's taking off the pop socket. Good girl. I think that the rotoscoping like works because it like, and like the movie's about drugs and addiction and stuff like that. So like the fact that like the environments and like characters and stuff like that are constantly moving and like are kind of liquidy really emphasizes that like identity loss and addiction and drugs. It's I think the rotoscoping works in this movie, but like it's such an inherently hideous.
It is
way.
horrible. Yeah,
It's
it
horrible to
doesn't look
at.
nice at all. Like
Like when he shows that interdimensional being, he's got all the multiple eyes. Like that looks so weird because everything in this movie looks kind of weird, but like that looks so weird.
yeah, and also like there's like I feel like there's no depth of field.
When they're driving the car, it trips
Yeah.
me out because the background doesn't move at all.
Yeah, and but like they'd be like like they're sitting in bed and like their outlines are slightly moving the entire time,
Yeah,
which is it was kind of disorienting. But like that is, I suppose that's the desired effect, because like it's about blurred identities and paranoia and psychosis and stuff like that. So it does make sense. It's just not very pleasant to watch. I wouldn't say.
There's one scene in particular where like Keanu Reeves walks into the living room, and he's moving and the camera's moving and the room is moving, but all the objects in the room don't move. They stay still. And it like they like clip into position kind of while the room is moving, and like it is so trippy looking because because the characters look basic, like in certain shots like this look they look like themselves. It just makes it like really trippy to watch.
Yeah, it is confusing, but I suppose that's kind of
that's the intended effect.
That's what he would have wanted.
That is what he would have wanted.
That's some weird fucking bizarre movie.
And Alex Jones jump scares.
Alex Jones is in this movie. He's a concerned citizen who's speaking truth to power outside.
Isn't he always?
A petrol station. Yeah, well, back then, yeah, he was. Oh no, but like apparently he was in a different Linklater. They were like friends or something back then.
Really?
Yeah. Really weird.
But he's Before Sunset.
Yeah. He's in Before Sunset. Yeah.
He's a busker in Vienna.
Yeah. No, but he's like a street preacher. He's a crazy herald who's carted off by the authorities, and because the whole thing is that like the plot of the movie is basically just there's a drug on the loose, substance D, which is
death. They call it.
Yeah, death. And everyone's addicted to it because it's very addictive, and it's like I don't know what it does.
America lost the drug war.
Yeah, America lost the drug war, and everybody's addicted to this substance D, or like a lot of people are. I think it's like 20%. They say at one stage, and I don't. It's like a combination of every drug,
and it makes you super skits and super paranoid. And the cops have these, like if you're undercover, the cops wear these suits that like are constantly changing faces and body types and stuff like that.
Yeah, skin
and
suits.
Like that effect
that one's
so cool looking, I thought. But like,
yeah, it's very cool looking. I feel like in like a caveman. What I was like, this is like, but like I suppose that's kind of it's really off-putting, and that's kind of the point of the story.
Immediately, but like when that happened, it's like, well, this is a movie about identity.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like that initial scene when he's like,
he's giving the speech.
He's giving the speech. Keanu Reeves is giving the speech in the skin suit. And you can see him inside the skin suit in like a Tony Stark kind of Jarvis kind of way the entire time. And it's like, this movie's really weird. And it's like, it's hard to follow. And he's going after Bob Arthur, but then he is Bob Arthur.
He is Bob Arthur.
And there's like, he's Bob Arthur is friends with Donna, but Donna is also his
Hank.
boss is also Hank. It's just like, wait, hold on a minute, what's actually going on? And a lot of that is just like. Because when I read Valis by Philip K. Dick, it's kind of this. It's like people just suddenly change, and like someone that you thought was someone is actually someone else, or was the person that was
Was them all
it
along.
was them all along. Yeah, it's just stuff like that. And I remember being like, "What the fuck is this? What's going on here?" Like, it seems like he does that a lot. But yeah, because it's kind of hard to follow who exactly is they're looking for. But that's the confusion of this, dystopian world that they're
Yeah.
living in. Because it's a police state and it's like a surveillance state as well.
Yeah, you got that bit where like the woman is like listening in on the conversation. It's like, should you arrest? No, and she selects not to arrest Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. And even like Keanu Reeves is surveilling himself, because he's living in a crackdown basically with these two other people that he's supposed to be kind of tracking. But
I
it's
don't
all-
know why, because they're like, because Robert Downey Jr.'s character is like
Yeah.
connected.
They're after Barris because he's connected, but Barris is also trying to rat Keanu Reeves out.
Yeah,
All the while, Keanu Reeves is actually the person that they're trying to send somewhere else.
yes,
They're trying to send him insane so he can get put into a rehab facility. But it's not enough to send him to just kind of like burn him out. He has to be like completely fucked up
yeah,
so that they send him off to the farm where this rehab facility is actually growing the substance D, and they're the people who are producing and selling it and creating their own customers by like getting everybody addicted to the substance. It's very like whoa. But like that's kind of like a lot of that stuff, like the
like it's all that happens at the end of the movie. There's also like a 5-minute scene where they talk about a bike that Robbie Downey Jr. bought for $50,
yeah
and whether the fact that
the gears.
he bought it as an 18 gear bike, but it actually has 9, or does it actually have 8?
yeah. It's like we can't go back to him saying it was 18 gears and it was actually only 9 the entire time.
It's like, it's the bait and switch. They want me to pay more for the extra gears.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is very good in this movie.
He's so good in this movie.
He's very, very good. And I know what we were talking about before is like this is a movie you won't really think about again. Was that what we were talking
I
about?
won't not that I won't think about it, but I won't really remember what happened in this movie,
Yeah.
because like nothing really happens for like an hour of
For
this
ages,
movie.
yeah.
Like yeah,
Or it's not clear what's happening or what exactly
or like
they're
why
trying to do.
why it's happening, and then it clicks at the end.
Yeah.
But like yeah, for the first part, I'm just like, what is going on in this movie? And like a lot of it like is kind of like Robert Downey Jr. He's trying to make a silencer at home with home products, and it ends up amplifying the noise of the gun
Yeah,
instead. And that plays him like, why is that? Why is this in the movie? And like, why is the bike scene in the movie? Yeah, there's just scenes where like even like where like Robert Downey Jr. is like, you need to sell the house because they're paranoid about people watching them. Like all that type of stuff is like, like I kind of know what's going on, but I don't know what the point of a lot of it is until the end, where like, it's like super laser focused on what it's trying to say on like what's going on, the twists and stuff like that. But a lot of the film, I guess it kind of in a Linklater way is kind of meandering and like doesn't have a massive
Yeah.
point immediately.
Yeah, it's not very focused for a lot of it, but yeah, in the end it does get there, and like stuff that even lines are just like rambling on. It's like, why did they include that line about the blue flowers or whatever? Like, what's that? Why they keep
Yeah.
why they keep come back to that? And then the whole thing was like she was trying to implant something like deep
The
in his
memory,
head.
she's gonna inception him.
She's trying to she's trying to inception him so that when he gets to the farm after he's been fucked up, that he recognizes a blue flower, and then maybe he'll by default settings he'll be like, okay, I have to go back to the fucking police station.
He fucking like what's the like like a code? What is it like? Yeah, like a sleeper agent code.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his like activation code. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
sees a
it,
blue
yeah.
flower and he's like, oh wait, I work for the FBI.
Wait a second, I'm a cop.
Yeah. But I thought it was cool, kind of insights, like all those, because I think a lot of movies like this are very straightforward, but like that world or like that kind of, I don't know, like there's no need, like science fiction movies tend to be straightforward,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no real need for them to actually be like that when
Yeah.
the world is so complicated and you're thinking about ideas where things get even more complex.
Like this isn't even like the only massively sci-fi thing in this movie is the skin
Animation.
Suit. Is the skin suits.
The skin suits, yeah. Everything else is like actually real.
Pretty like they're using like flip phones and stuff like that.
They're using what?
They use flip phones and stuff like that. Like it's
Oh, the agents.
well, yeah, everyone's they have flip phones. Like they're
Mm.
all like it's all like pretty like normal tech
Mm.
outside of the skin suits. The skin suits are fucking mental, but like that's really it.
Yeah, like the surveillance stuff. That's all real. That's all in place right now. Obviously, there's not someone looking at your, like, at the traffic lights.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, do I arrest this guy? That doesn't exist here anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all that stuff is well within reach, and like the structure of, like, I'm sure there's like some kind of black ops stuff where they're deliberately fucking up someone who's a volunteer. Like, it's like that's 100% a thing.
Yeah, 100%. They definitely do that or have done that or
Yeah. And that was Philip K. Dick's thing as well. He was paranoid that he's being tracked by the CIA, and they did have a file on him as well. But I don't think there's much in it. But he thought like there was weird shit that happened to him back in the 70s, which is a bit odd. But he also was schizophrenic and extremely paranoid. So it's hard to tell what exactly was real or what was just him kind of making patterns that weren't there.
Even with the fact that like conspiracy stuff, like once you have conspiracy, whatever, but then you have MK Ultra that is real.
Yeah.
Like, then it kind of unlocks the. Well, maybe it's all. I don't know what's real.
Yeah. This isn't a sci-fi. This is a fucking documentary, man.
This is unexplainable. This is an anomaly.
It's an anomaly. It's a decent movie.
It is a decent movie.
Yeah,
Worth to watch.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's worth a watch. I feel like I'll think about the ending or like kind of like the vibe of the movie. I'll recall it definitely. I won't just be like but like the details of the first kind of hour and a half. I wouldn't rewatch it. I'll say that I wouldn't. Rewatch it.
I don't know why, and I don't. This is purely just a vibes based thing. These movies are not similar at all, but like something about this movie gave me Southland Tales. Something about it.
Yeah, messy,
paranoid,
ambitious,
schizophrenic, weird surveillance stuff going on.
Very 2000s.
Very 2000s.
Yeah.
Like only post like 9/11 would this movie, like these type of movies be made.
Yeah. Yeah, why are there no movies like this?
Why not rotoscope Keanu Reeves' identity?
Let's rotoscope Timothée
movies.
Chalamet in his next movie.
He look good still.
Billy and the Clonosaurus, or whatever.
That's that. You know what? I like it. We'll workshop
Let's make it.
We'll
workshop it. We're gonna pitch it.
Right, Mark, for episode 167.
67.
What are we? I regret doing that. What are we talking about? What's our recommended film?
The Last Emperor by Bertolucci, who's an Italian director.
About a Chinese man.
It's about a Chinese guy.
Chinese boy even.
Chinese boy became a man, but in that time...
The story of a boy that became a man. And he was Chinese.
He was a Chinese man.
But not a
He
Chinese
was also
boy.
a Chinese boy. The boy who became a Chinese man. What the fuck is this movie about?
Sounds like a Philip K. Dick novel.
Yeah.
Boy that became a Chinese man.
Yeah. But anyway, this is a story of a man who was born a king but became a mere peasant, like us. It's the story of Pu Yi, who did various different things back in the day. He was emperor for a bit, and then he wasn't, and then he was emperor again, and then he wasn't.
Was he the last emperor?
He was the last emperor.
Damn.
He is the last emperor. He's not going to be, well, maybe
No,
maybe Mao and all. What did you think about them? But anyway, this is it's a historical drama, biopic really, which has been on my watch list, and I think your watch list as well, for quite a while.
This one Best Picture. The year that
I know
came
it
out.
won a lot of awards.
I think it did. I think this one Best Picture the year that it came out. So yeah, we're watching. We're gearing up for Oscar season. Kind of. Oscar season coming out like next year.
It was nominated for Best Picture, Best Screenplay, Best Director. It was also converted into 3D and shown at the Cannes 2013 Film Festival. They showed
Why
it in 3D.
is this in 3D?
I wonder what's in this movie if they're showing it in 3D.
It must be cool colors or something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think that'll be good. Peter O'Toole is in it. Irish man.
Oh yeah, I like Peter O'Toole.
Yeah.
He's in Ratatouille.
Is he?
Yeah,
Who is he?
I don't know, but I know he's in Ratatouille.
Peter O'Toole.
He played Ego.
Oh, did he?
He plays Anton Ego.
I thought someone else played him, yeah. I thought it was like Willem Dafoe or something for some reason. It just feels like a Willem Dafoe role.
That is like a pure Willem Dafoe
Yeah.
role.
But yeah, no, that'll be good anyway. So we'll talk about that next episode.
Perfecto.
And
Right.
yeah.
Good night. God bless everyone. Enjoy 2026 as much as you can.
Ominous. Bye.
Bye.